So the other day on stream, I'm just playing some Al Mazrah and I'm just thinking to myself, what's the best way to get money? And I'm not talking about how to get like gold bars and all this stuff. No. I'm talking about how to get just cash in general. What's the best places? So me and chat put together a couple of areas in Al Mazrah that we want to test this out at. And here's the thing, I'm using Al Mazrah. Yes, Vondel, let me say this, Vondel is amazing for money. Any cash register you find there, anything like that, it isn't, you're gonna find a lot of cash. But I feel like Al Mazrah is a little more tame, a little more, I would say, how do I put it? A little more friendly for even new players, right? And a lot of people know this map like the back of their hand because it's already the oldest map. So today we're gonna do some testing and figure out what's some of the best places to just get cash, not items, but cash. The first location we're going to be looking at on Al Mazrah is actually at G3, and this is a Yum Yum Burger in downtown. Now, yes, most Yum Yum Burgers are pretty good for loot because there's a bunch of wine bottles, they have a bunch of fridges, but this one in particular has a lot of cash registers, and I mean a lot of them. So you're going to be able to get a lot of cash just outright from there. So I am dropping my money right here just to let you guys know, and this is how I kind of keep track of every location I'm going into for this whole video. So before I go and loot the area, I drop my cash. Anyways, so the cool thing is, yes, there's just a lot of cash registers everywhere, but there's also a lot of fridges. Even though I'm not counting the loot that is in the fridges, it's just good to know that if you have like any backpack, small, medium, or large, you're going to be able to find not only all this cash, but maybe some really high value, wine or just food items in general, I would say. And then there's a bunch of electronics in this back area right here. So this is a good place, not only for just cash, but again, for also that random loot you might need for upgrades or quests. But in this run, we were able to get $10,000 from this, just hitting this one Yum Yum Burger. That's not including all the items we found. So I will say that just for hitting one location, $10,000 is great. And I'm not guaranteeing you to always get $10,000, of course, or, you might get more, you might get less, but I just wanted to see what one run could do because I always remember getting so much money from this area. And yeah, 10,000 bucks. Hey, everyone's going to be happy with that. The next area is going to be your banks, right? So there's 6 different locations of banks on Al Mazrah. These are all the locations. If you want, you can pause the video and look at all these locations, but okay, I'm going to say it. They used to be amazing spots. I feel like they nerfed them lately though. And maybe that's just me. I did hit 3 banks, even though I didn't hit multiple times all these locations. Banks, I just hit 3 different ones to see what it was like. So yeah, we actually didn't make it out too much with a lot of cash from hitting 3 banks. Now, I think the biggest thing with banks though is us searching for gold bars and skulls, because I wouldn't say they're common here, but they're not rare, right? They do show up quite a bit in banks, but the numbers that I got was I made $2,300 from this bank. Another bank I hit the same raid too, guys. These are all 3 in the same raid. I hit $5,800, and then the other one I made $5,500. Now, I feel like there used to be a lot more money lying around the banks, but you know what? There are a lot of encrypted hard drives, like I said. There are a lot of filing cabinets to hit, a lot of computers to hit, and just a lot of like valuables lying around in these rooms. So yes, you are going to make a lot of money if you are going to snag a lot of these items for your backpack. But again, we're just going to look for cash itself. I'm not very impressed. It is still good locations for you to hit. Like if you're near a bank, I will always tell you, go hit it. Like, why not? But if you're trying to make cash, this isn't the first place I would hit. Our next stop on our Al Mazrah tour is at D6. It's the mall itself. And to be honest, I don't know why not enough people hit this area. I can do this solo and it's just awesome. There's so many different ways for you to enter the building from the rooftop, but that's the most important thing you need to remember is you need to enter the mall through the rooftop. Now, when you're entering in certain locations, they are going to have booby traps. Sometimes some won't, but the most important thing to remember is that you won't be getting outside AI coming into the mall. So if you just take your time and you just kill all these tier 3 bots one by one, you slowly pick at them, you're eventually going to run out of bad guys in here, and you're just going to have the place to yourself. And let me tell you this, there is a lot of orange crates in this area. There's so much cash. There's just everything. Like, this place, I'm telling you guys, it is underrated. Not enough people hit the mall. And most of your money is going to be coming from hitting stores on the first floor and on the second floor. There are a couple of back rooms also that you can go into, and they'll have chests too, but most time you're focusing on these. There's multiple stores that you can go into. You have to be careful because there are a lot of booby traps. I feel like I'm in Home Alone by saying booby traps, but a lot of these stores do have those things lying around, so just be careful where you move to, and just make sure you're always diffusing them. So like right here, there's one, so you can just barely see it. But you know what? On the shelves of the store, you're gonna find a ton of cash, a ton of self revives. You can find gold bars, skulls, stuff like that. And then there's just a bunch of orange crates lying around, which of course is just filled with random yummy loot, right? In this one run, and I did it all solo, I made $44,000 in just cash, not including all the other items that we find from crates and just lying around. So yeah, you need to put this in your loot rotation, you guys. The mall is severely underrated. We're going to go to another place that isn't underrated anymore, but it is. I'll explain it. It's the airport, guys. G6, we're going to the airport. Now, in season 1 of DMZ, this was the place to go to. This was like, it had those orange crates underneath that you didn't even have to go inside for. But now it kind of has all those tier 3 bots because all the orange chests are obviously inside now. But it's still a great place. And what I hate is what you can see here, right? Is that a lot of the AI from outside can come in through the doors, and it sucks sometimes because you get overwhelmed. But I'm doing this solo. It's possible to do it solo. I'm doing it solo, and you are going to be making a ton of cash from this place and just getting a ton of loot in general. I feel like compared to the mall, you will find more players maybe coming at you if you are clearing this one, but it's just like the mall where, there's a ton of like little random shops that have orange crates in them, or just they have cash registers for you to hit, and it's just a great all-around place. I made $29,000 just from hitting the top floor here. I don't know much about actually down below, like in the other areas of the airport, but I just know like the main area here, because this is where everyone goes, right? It has the orange crates and stuff. So if you know anything more, let me know. But yeah, 29,000 plus we got a bunch of kill streaks and self revives and stuff like that. I can't complain. Again, this is also a great place, but you just got to be very careful and on your toes, because it feels like sometimes unlimited tier 3 bots coming at you. The last area that not a lot of people think about when they think about money is actually the radiation zones all over the map that have the chemist in them. So every time you load into Al Mazrah, there's going to be one radiation zone with the chemist, and you can make money from these locations. Not all radiation zones are built the same, I would say. Take this one, for example. It has a lot of areas that have tents and buildings. You want to look for radiation zones that have buildings and tents or whatever, something for you to find orange crates. Again, it's all about these orange crates, you guys, because it's in the radiation zone. You are going to have obviously a lot of AI coming at you. You are going to need to get those rebreathers gas masks. But a lot of people just think about the radiation zones because of the chemist. And now the chemist will drop you the M13B. He will drop you a gold skull, so that's $8,000 right there, plus a great gun that you can mod. But other than that, there's just always orange crates, and I think a lot of people forget about these crates when they're going after the chemist. They just want to kill the chemist and get out of there. In reality, there's a lot of loot to be had in this area most of the time. Like I said, if it's out in the open, there might be a couple of orange crates here or there, but more times than not, you want the radiation to be in an area that has buildings or something, right? So yeah, in this one run here, we do kill the chemist. We are able to get $23,000 cash from just hitting the orange crates, plus we got the gold skull guaranteed from killing the chemist. So that's like, you know, technically 31,000, but if we're just looking at cash alone, hey, $23,000 is fantastic. I really hope you did like the video and it gave you a couple of new areas to think about or to hit. Thank you guys so much. I know these aren't the best of the best. Maybe you have some other areas. Maybe you want to put them in the comments down below. Maybe you want to keep them close to your chest. It's up to you. But yeah, I just feel like with everything being so cheap now to sell, like they took down the value of everything, it's kind of a good way of us trying to just find some cash so that we can get like our wallets filled. We can do our personal exfils from a buy station, us mod out some weapons, some contraband guns. It's always good to have cash, so I just wanted to take this time and try to help everyone out. Thank you guys so much just for watching this video. I really do hope you enjoyed it, gave you some ideas. If it did, subscribe to the channel. It is free for you guys. It does mean the world to me. Also, we did this all live on twitch.tv where I talked to everyone about my choices. They gave me some ideas, and you know, we're a great community there. So I hope you come by and hang out there every once in a while. I do stream 4 days a week. And yeah, until next time, I'll just talk to everyone later.